Hey everybody, it's John here again, and today I have in front of me the Masters of the Universe Classics Night Stalker figure. I was pretty excited to see this guy show up on my porch, and I am quite ready to take a look at what we got in the box. But before we do, I figured we'd look at the original. So here is the original robotic horse from He-Man. This is, of course, the villains. There were two of them. The heroes, one was called Stridor. Usually it was Jitsu, and this one in Fisto in Stridor. But you can see its tail moved around. It had this little back gun on it. These front guns on both sides. And no articulation in the legs at all. They were just solid. Pretty cool designs on it though. There's all these little metal workings, some stickers on the front for some more circuitry details. And overall the sculpt is really cool on the original. It's one of the neater vehicles. It was always just stuck in this little trotting pose. But he's stands about, he's slightly taller than the figures themselves. Oh, and this one we'll just throw on the floor. Get it back in there, but that's the original. So inside this giant box here, we should have the new one. If he'll come out. Yay, there he is. So there is Night Stalker in his packaging. As you can see, he comes in the standard blister card type of style where you can see everything that's inside. I see there's a little helmet in there, which is kind of new. He looks quite a bit like the original. Sculpted electronics on him this time. All the details look pretty much the same. There's the tail, the gun, the guns. The evil armored battle steed. It's collector's choice there on the side. And on the back it shows a bunch of other figures that they have in the line. I wish I had Jitsu, but he's one of the ones I don't have yet. Missing him and Whiplash. One of these days I'll pick him up. Anyway, give me a second here and we'll take him out of the package and take a closer look and see how he compares to the original and what details he has. Alright, here is Night Stalker outside of his package. And he's pretty cool looking. I have a issue off the bat though, and these little plastic bands that they use to keep these things in the boxes, and man, it took a lot of work to get this thing out. But I'm gonna have to turn to the side here. On his face, if you can see it, there is a paint rub that's really bad right here, and it's from where the band was holding his head in place. And it goes around to the opposite side as well. It rubs the paint off right there. And there are a few other spots on his body where this kind of gold copper paint is. So be really careful when you get these to check and see what kind of blemishes you're going to have because of these plastic bands for some reason. I don't know if the paint wasn't dry when they boxed these things, if they were too much in a hurry and it just rubbed off where these were. There's a little bit of rubbing here. I mean, overall it's not that big of a deal, but it's still a bummer that this $50 figure is coming straight out of the box with damage already to it before you even get to put any figures in it. He is quite a bit taller. Let's see, I grabbed Evil Seed here. It's about the same comparison in height, though, to the original figures. And they do fit in there just fine. Now, let's see. He has some really nice detailing all around here, just like the original figure did. All the little mechanical parts. Instead of stickers, these are sculpted on. There is a sticker, though, on the inside. Let me see if I can get some light in here a little bit better. That is the control panel, which is something that they really haven't done lately, is put any stickers on these things. Everything's been sculpted, but there's a sticker in there, which is not horrible. It matches the classic look. And he does have the same guns, the same kind of neck, same detailing on here. There's two colors of purple. I don't know if that shows up or not. There's the, let me move up a little bit here. There's a two-tone purple. It's a regular flat purple with a bit of a shimmering purple on there. There is detail on the back of the seat. Lots of little mechanical things. Its tail does have some details on it as well. I do like the way it's sculpted. Very tactile. And it almost matches 100% to what the original one looks like. So they did a great job of updating it. Now, it does have different articulation in it. And you can see there's some rubbing here as well. But it is jointed at the connection to the leg. It's jointed here at the knee, which goes either direction, and here in the foot. And I was able to get him to rear all the way back. And with a little bit of balancing. Just gotta find the right amount. He will stay like that. His joints are a little loose. Come on, guy. I had you doing this earlier. Well, you can get him to rear up and stay like this if you want. But this top joint isn't that tight. And it's the same on all four legs. So you can get him in the classic pose if that's what you're looking for. And he does have articulation in his neck. It's jointed at every one of these places right here. So there is a lot of movement. You can get some nice pivots back and forth at each single point. I like the way that they did that. And the head is also jointed, so it goes up and down, and it can move side to side. So you can get him looking in different directions. Looks up very well. And it looks down pretty standard. And those are all the, well, and the gun goes up and down, as well as the gun in the back turns, just like in the original. The tail goes up and down and can swivel. So overall, he's a really cool figure. Oh, wait, there's one more thing. He comes with this helmet. So if you really like him, it is two-tone purple as well. Has the kind of pearlescent purple paint here, and then the matte purple here, and it's got a horn on it. If you do get some rubbing on your face, like I do here, and you like the helmet, you can just put the helmet on, you'll never know. And if we look at them together, see they have almost all the same details. This feature here continues over on the legs, continue on. Same details in here, continue on. And the feet are the same. These little points are the same. So are these. They're slightly a little different. That little arrow's not there anymore. Instead of the stickers, you got this stuff. In the front, though, none of this carries over, but this grill is right here. Really seems the only place where they didn't capture it is this stuff right here. Like maybe there should have been a sticker here. or something, kind of like the one on the control panel. There was a control panel in the original, which it's mimicked the same on the inside, just with a little bit more detail. There's more detail on the seat than in the original. The guns practically are identical, just scaled up a little bit. So the only issue I have with it is the packaging itself ruined the figure. There's just lots of paint rubs from the plastic bands, which is kind of a sad thing. But he'll display extremely well on your shelf, alongside your original one if you wish. And he does hold, he's just got this huge open space, so he can, any of the normal size figures can fit inside of them. Very nice figure. Got the black eyes. I wish they don't look quite as cool with the helmet on. If there was just a little bit of shine or something on them, they probably would have looked better with the helmet. It looks great without it, though. Did a great job sculpting his face. I might be able to find a paint that kind of matches this and touch it up, though. I won't have to worry about it a whole lot. But anyway, cool figure. He's on sale right now at the MOTUC Collector webpage. Last time I looked, he wasn't sold out yet. I think he's selling for $54. And you can always pick him up there now, or try to get him on the aftermarket later. I'm sure he's going to go up in price because he is really nicely detailed, really nicely sculpted. Mimics the original about 90%, maybe more. Hopefully, well, I doubt we probably won't get a Strider, even though it's just a simple repaint. It's kind of odd they went with the villain horse first, but he was my favorite of the two anyway, so I'm kind of glad I have this one. And maybe one of these days, Super 7 will get the molds and just do a simple repaint. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video at all, give me a thumbs up down there and subscribe for some more videos, and I'll see you around.